LAFC could be Southampton.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
I do want to bring this up. Jamal asked, he goes, I want to ask something. The best team in MLS right now, so we'd have to say LAFC, right? Mm-hmm. Finishes in what position in EPL?
I mean, people have this conversation a lot whenever you have a really good team. They did this with Toronto when they had the best points season a couple years ago. Let's say LAFC, I think.
LAFC as they're made up right now. Remember, Chiellini, Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale still very good enough.
LAFC better than Manchester United that are in 20th?
Without a doubt.
You think so?
They play as a unit.
Okay.
They play as a team.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, one like, position at position, the talent, it's easily, obviously, better in Manchester United. But as a collective.
Here's what I'll get. Yes. On paper, no.
Right.
As a team, yes. Here's what I'll say. For sure, they don't get relegated. I'm positive they don't get relegated.
Okay.
They don't finish in the bottom three. It's probably a question of the lack of depth is always going to be the issue for MLS clubs because we have a very strict salary cap. You wouldn't believe it by looking at LAFC's
and Don
team.
Pepe said they finished first ahead of Man City.
Yeah. Okay, so this one's been drinking early.
We got a couple. Some people saying 19th,
12th. It's a nice cold brew said somewhere between 10th and 13th. I honestly think it's somewhere between, I want to say 12 and 16.
Okay.
Because of the depth. If they were able to get TAM level players on the bench, they're better than, that's at least somewhere between 9th and 11th. 9th and 12th. If they were able to get TAM level. Easy.
I wouldn't say easy because
think about it. TAM level players on the bench.
But I mean even
Vela's a TAM player.
Okay, I get that. But who are the teams that are usually between 9th and 15th or 16th?
They're better than Everton.
I would say, look, Everton had a bad season last year, but usually Everton is.
They got dusted by Minnesota, bro.
I'm just saying, but usually Everton is a 8th through 12th team for the most part. Traditionally,
not usually. It's been a minute.
No, I'm just That's why last season was such a shock because they had never really even been.
Everton's question is: are you going to finish in the top half or bottom half of the table? That's the big question with Everton.
Yeah,
it's not been are you relegations? Like if you had a bad season, you'd be in 11th.
Exactly. So Nick Red said LAFC is greater than Minnesota United because they beat Minnesota United. Therefore, LAFC is greater than Everton.
LAFC is better than Everton. But Jamal said, LOL, the delusion and blasphemy on this podcast. Dude, we watch both leagues.
It's just, what do you want us to say? Like they wouldn't even be a League One team?
You're crazy. You asked the best team in MLS right now. That's LAFC.
And they have European players that you've seen playing Champions League.
High quality European players.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is someone who plays Football Manager, put him in there. And let's see, and someone run 100 times the league and see where they average.
I like this comment from Thomas. He said the disparity between top and bottom of Premier League is wider than MLS, which is more well-rounded.
There is way more parity here.
That's what I'm saying. The teams that are bad in the Premier League are really bad.
Like, I honestly think Leeds will do well. I don't know that they'll finish above 10th, but I think they'll do well. And I honestly think LAFC could give Leeds a run for their money.
Right, and it's like, and I'm not saying that they are far worse than an MLS team, but they're not that great. And it's like
LAFC could be Southampton.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, look, it's like once you start getting to could LAFC beat Crystal Palace? That's where I say, you know what? I don't know if
but that's also like a well-drilled machine.
Exactly. I'm just saying, there's we're not delusional. There's certain teams, I think, on the table that LAFC could beat right now.
Fulham. Yes.
Fulham, I think, might be tough. Wolves, I think, is possible.
No, they just got another Portuguese dude. Kind of crazy.
But yeah, Southampton.
Bournemouth, without a doubt, bro. Nottingham Forest, Probably. Not yes. And that's 10th.
Yes. Every JK was like, Cooligans got triggered by Jamal. We get triggered by Jamal too much.
Bro, Jamal knows how to get his name on this podcast. Well, I'm not saying triggered, but I like the conversation. I said Chiellini is a senior citizen, and United would love to have him. Then what's Varane?
I know, right? How old is Ronaldo? I believe Ronaldo's older than Chiellini.
What are we talking about?
So forget it. Forget this nonsense. Okay. All right, a couple other things we got to get to. We have to...
They're the same age, both 38.
Yeah, okay, so whatever, all right? It's all relative. So